So you know how some people will go to extreme lengths to lose weight, whether that's the right way, which would be exercise and a calorie deficit, which is what I'm doing, or it'd be like taking different kinds of pills, weight loss pills that don't really work. And the other would be tapeworms. Some people will actually consume tapeworms to eat up the food that they're eating so that they don't gain any of that weight. And it's very unsafe, but people do it. And we're talking about that because there's this TikToker who does like fishing type videos, and he decided he would do this the accidental way, because he's not trying to lose weight. He just decided he needed a few more views. He was a little consumed by the TikTok brain, and sometimes people do anything for views. So we'll check this guy out.
Toxic. You're gonna eat that? Let's go fishing in the hurricane. I'm gonna be using a whopper flopper, which is a topwater lure. This guy's coming in at 13 inches and a quarter. He has some nice fillets on him. There's no minimum length required for a largemouth bass, so as long as you catch one, you can keep it and eat it.
This guy's such a handsome fish. I feel bad eating him, but we're starving.
A largemouth bass is a great first fish to fillet because they don't have round heads, so they're not going to be wobbling all over the place. Realizing that he has tapeworms, so it's going to be pretty tough to eat. I looked it up, and apparently if you cook the fish thoroughly, the tapeworms shouldn't affect you, but I can't say that I'm not experiencing problems after I ate it. This is the fillet I got. I seasoned it, threw it in the pan, and then presented it right next to the tapeworms, which was a mistake. Yo, low-key, like, the tapeworms add some flavor. They're pretty good. This might be TMI. It's been 2 days, and I've not stopped going to the bathroom. I'm kind of afraid that I literally have tapeworms in my stomach. I've never gone to the bathroom this much in my life. I'm mildly concerned. If you know anything about this in the comments, please let me know, because I'm kind of afraid that I have a parasite.
Now, I don't think you really need to be a doctor to be like, well, Nick, you probably do have tapeworms. All right, bro. You literally put the food right next to the tapeworms and ate them. I don't know what exactly you were thinking, except, more than likely you were figured this is going to be huge for my TikTok. I'm going to get so many views. The guy eats tapeworms, you know what I mean? So we end up getting a update after this.
Update on the tapeworms that I ate the other day. I went to the doctor and he said it is more than likely that I have tapeworm or some kind of parasite inside me. I'm going to the bathroom nonstop. My stomach is killing me. He prescribed me 3 different medications that are anti-parasitic. We've all seen that video of the bear that has like a 50-foot tapeworm coming out of his butt, and that literally
I have seen that video.
I didn't get to the doctor in time. The doctor didn't know what kind of worm it was, so he just like gave me all the different anti-parasitic things. Some of the worms cause seizure, muscle damage, and like you can lose your eyesight because the worms get in there. If there is any lesson you learned from this, it would be do not eat worms inside of a bass. Specifically, Florida lakes and ponds can be dangerous to eat out of because it's such a warm environment for these worms and parasites to grow. I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna lie. This was totally my fault. I was like, oh, it'll be a good video. I'll eat some tapeworms. Who does that? Why would I do that?
See? He just admitted it. He's an idiot. He thought it'd be a great video. It'd get a lot of attention. Eating some tapeworms, that shock factor that draws people into a video. And he got infected by the tapeworms. Who would have guessed it? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to think that eating tapeworms would infect you with some kind of parasite. I don't understand how it could be this bad, but I guess the attention just gets to you. What if you thought that was all, he just summed it up, said he was an idiot, said he messed up, he shouldn't have done it, told people not to do it, and you think that'd be all, but no, of course, he needs to milk it as much as he can. And, well...
Update on the tapeworm situation with Nick. 7:30 this morning, Nick passed away at the Kaiser Hospital. I was with him over the last 24 hours, and he wanted me to inform you guys on the situation. Nick was on anti-parasitic medication, and unfortunately, it was not working. The worm spread to his eyes and brain. By the time we made it to the hospital, it was clear that Nick was not going to be able to make it, and the medical team decided to give him pain medication until he passed away. Tomorrow Eternal Funeral Services is where we're going to be hosting something for Nick at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. It is going to be an open casket. So if this is something that you might not be able to deal with, this is your heads up now. The address is right here on the screen. If there's one lesson we can learn from Nick, it is to not eat tapeworm. He really cared about you guys, and he wanted you to know. Hopefully you guys could all remember him fondly, and I'll be seeing you guys all at the service.
I apologize for the trauma I just gave you guys. I assure you I'm happy, I'm here, and I'm going to be making content for a very long time.
Don't cancel me. Nick made me do it.
The anti-parasitic medication did work, guys. I am feeling a lot better. I am editing this video right now, and it is definitely the wildest publicity stunt I've ever done. I have officially faked my own death.
Update on the
Yep, so taking a page straight out of the deplorable creator handbook, he decides to fake his death in a video. And why you think that'd be a good idea? It's not. It's never a good idea. It doesn't help anything. It's a horrible thing to do for your fans, and most of his fans are probably younger and don't understand. And to be honest, most people probably didn't even watch to the end because that's how bad our attention spans have corroded. TikTok brain is a serious problem, and it's only making us dumber. And it's obviously creating people like this.
I'm really happy that you guys are holding me accountable for this because creators lying to their audiences is not cool, especially in the manner that I did. I was under the impression that because I was at the end of the video that it would wind up being taken as a lighthearted joke. I should have definitely seen that that was a super foolish take. It was just dumb. There's no other way to say it. It was really stupid on my end. Since the post was made, I've posted stories explaining that I am okay. I've also turned on comments and commented on all these posts myself so that people could see that it is not true. Obviously, there's more work that needs to be done on my end. I've been a full-time creator for like 3.5, 4 years now, and I should have seen that this was not okay. I also want to bring up that Colty told me that this would be a very bad idea. I continuously assured him that this wouldn't be bad, and I peer pressured him into making the video. I take full responsibility for it, and Colty was really just trusting my judgment.
They made an apology video, classic, of course, just like every other YouTuber and creator out there. And, I mean, at least he takes some accountability, says it's dumb like it is, and, hopefully he's learned his lesson from that and won't be doing anything so ridiculous again to his audience. Obviously, this guy was wanting the fame and attention so badly that he was willing to do all these different things like eating tapeworms and then faking his own death to get more people to come to his channel and his page to follow him and see all of his videos. And that's how bad it got. You'd think he learned his lesson about eating tapeworms,
This
but...
fish has tapeworms, but that's never stopped me before. To catch a trout, I'm using a spin.
And you can see he's made a shirt, got tapeworms, so he's made a whole brand around these videos that happened to him because they garnered so much attention. And you can see he obviously doesn't care about any of the lashback he got from faking his death or anything like that. And he's just straight back to trying to get more attention again. He has a whole shirt about how he got tapeworms from eating them. At the beginning of the video, he showed the tapeworms in the fish he just caught and still ate it again. So he didn't learn his lesson, and I doubt he will. As you can see, his other videos, he continues with the shock factor of having iguanas' heads on the plate with the food. And I think this is just a common thing he's trying to do to get people to come to his page. And somehow he never learns his lesson. This guy should just stop cooking, apparently, because he can't. He can't cook properly.
Update on the iguana that I ate the other day. I've been going to the bathroom non-stop since I ate that iguana. I was looking up the diseases that you can get from them, and the list is long. Salmonella, metallic bone disease, CANV, mouth rot, respiratory infection, intestinal parasites, hypervitaminosis D, avascular necrosis, and the list goes on. Every time I have something to eat, my stomach kills me. I've been going to the bathroom like multiple times a day. Based on the symptoms that I either have salmonella or a parasite in me. For salmonella, you'll have diarrhea, fever, chills, and abdomen pain. I pretty much have all of that except for a fever. For the parasite, I don't know. I'll be pissed if I have another parasite in me. I really don't want to go to the doctor. I have a trip that I'm planning in the next like 3 days. If the symptoms get worse, I'm either going to need anti-parasitic medication or anti-salmonella medication.
I just looked it up, and most people recover from salmonella between 4 to 7 days without medication, so I should be fine. With that being said, my stomach is literally killing me right now. Like, this is the position I've been in for so long because anytime I sit up, it just goes right through me. But it hurts. I also have a really low pain tolerance, so take like any time I'm hurt with a grain of salt.
I should be okay. Update on the
Super cringy, and he keeps poisoning himself with food. I mean, what do you expect when you're putting the rest of the animal's body right next to the food you're eating? Like, the food is cooked, so it should be a lot more safe, but then you're putting it right next to the original source where it's not cooked and not safe. So the guy's a genius, obviously, but he's never learned his lesson. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Share it with your friends, your enemies. I don't care who you share with. We're almost at 200 million subscribers. We're about to be beating Mr. Beast, you know what I mean? So make sure to help us get there. Yeah.